Welcome to my reaction to the first episode of Nekomonogatari Kuro. We just finished Nisei, so moving on. I don't really know what to expect here, other than from the title being Neko, I can assume we're going to have some focus on Hanekawa, which is cool because she wasn't really present for Nisei. Some great scenes with her in Kizu, though, so I'm excited to get back to her more. Of course, we have her with the short hair now. She had a little bit of a presence in Nisei, but not too much. So there's also Neko Shiro, as far as I know, later. There's a Neko White arc, so I don't know what we're getting here. This is a short little arc. It's only 4 episodes. So let's just jump into it and see what the hell we're gonna get. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1... Starting off with the cat. All right. It's April 29th. And, oh my god, that's horrifying. Hi, Tsukihi. Why are you going to kill me with a crowbar? What indeed? It seems that way. After what? Oh, I see. That's it. That's it. They woke him up and he went back to sleep. So he deserves eternal torment. God damn, Tsukihi. You fucking brutal. Oh, okay. She wanted to try being a yandere. Psychopath. Uh-huh. A psychopath. April, Golden Week. The time that Shonen Jump goes on break. That's what I know it as. So is this that Golden Week? Are we going backwards? That's cool, I guess. This is pretty cool already. I like this OP. But real quick, all the usual. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these videos. Monogatari series comes out every Saturday with other videos every day. Also, check out the Patreon, which is linked down in the description below, where you can support my channel. You can help me continue to be able to make these videos the way I do. You can get these videos early. My immediate access Patreon tier is going to get all 4 episodes of Neko Kuro, probably all within 1 week. You can also vote in polls to decide what shows I watch and all that. So if you want to check that out and help out, then thank you so much. But yeah, this is a nice, calming OP. I like it. Good visuals here. Hanekawa. So yeah, I guess... So we had Bake, then I went back for Kizu. Then we had Nisei, and now I'm going back again. But not as far back as Kizu. I would definitely like to go forward and see what's going to happen in the future. But we'll see how good this will be if we're going to focus on that Golden Week. Maybe that's why it's only 4 episodes, because it's just kind of more detail about that arc from her perspective. And then maybe Neko Shiro will be back in the present again after Nisei. I don't know. Tsubasa family. Neil. They apparently have boyfriends. We just ended Nisei with him wanting to introduce them to Senjo Gahara. But of course, this is before he knew her. I'd love for them to meet in the future. Nice artwork. Yeah, crazy how that happens, right? Oh, she's disgusted. Oh, if Araragi was a dog, that'd be fun. I don't know. Just have him be a dog. Inu Monogatari. I think you generally, you figure it out. You just kind of know. I mean, you just feel it, man. You gotta figure that out for yourself. How do you feel when you're not around them? How often are you thinking about them? Damn. Suki's getting more screen time in the first 2 minutes of this show than she did in her entire arc. Miss H. It definitely Miss. Yep, that sounds like a good sign. Miss H. It definitely doesn't. It's not Hanekawa though. I swear. It's something else. You think of her on totally unrelated events. Whoa. Yeah, you're thinking of her a lot. It seems like it. I really liked their relationship in Kizu, but then of course he ended up with Senju Gahara. But now we get to see more of the intermediary time. Rosokuzawa, her dude. Just somehow. Yeah, it just happened. Just felt it, man. The reason? Okay. Yeah, what is this guy like? We're not gonna find out. You just fell for him? Just because? Alright, whoa. Big shoujo eyes. Alright, that I guess that works. You did it. As vague as possible to avoid giving any information about this guy. In a way, I get where she's coming from, yeah. Like sometimes you might like have a lot of things you hate about somebody and it's a really shitty relationship and you just can't help loving them anyway. So in a way, yeah, you kind of have those feelings and then you kind of justify it. Yeah, that's a good one for sure. You're always thinking about them when they're not around. Yeah, you did it. Yay, B. She just destroy his pillow? You've done it. She's so expressive. Alright, Miss H. Not Hanekawa, though, I promise. Miss Hamburglar. This did start off with attempted murder, but that's fine. Let's forget about that. It is pretty typical. Happens often. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Who cares about blackboards? Fucking stupid. Yeah. This all sounds really normal to me. This sounds like the most normal thing in the world. Yeah, that too. No, that is normal. That's probably the most normal of all of it. And in Kizu, there was a whole thing about that. Correct. Yes, yes. Yes. No, I will not. I'm just going to tell it like it is. Does it? I want them. Yes. Not exactly, but, you know, it could be part of it. Yeah, you could. You could definitely. In fact, you... It'd kind of be weird if you didn't want to. Probably. All right. Oh, and he just did it. He did not even hesitate for a goddamn second. I did it again! He caught her by her boobs. He didn't touch, he caught her. He saved her life. And oh my god. The fucking, like, suction cups coming off. He was swinging around by her tits. Yeah, she's like, here, fucking do it. And he just like, yep. He did not even hesitate. We know he touched him later in Nisei, too. God damn. They're smaller than Hanekawa's for sure, and he doesn't love her in that way. And she's his sister. But no, he just did it. He just went for it. That you're a horny bastard, and that's fine. Yeah, that. I don't know if you should do that to your sister, but you know. Not necessarily. You could, you know. What? Oh my god. He might be real horny, but also be in love. You did. Oh wow. That's rude. Yeah, it's not that flat. That skull is too thick to penetrate. And he just turned into Joe. Okay. No, I don't think he mistook that. He loves her, probably. He has strong feelings for her right now. And also for her boobs. What the hell are your countermeasures? Is this whole episode going to be them in this room talking about this? No, let's not do that. That sounds like a bad idea. Is that justice? Is that a sacrifice for justice? Honestly, it kind of sounds like it. Maybe you're the one who needs to be sacrificed. For the sake of our breasts. Just go jerk off, dude. Well, now we know he's gonna go buy one, and she's gonna be there, and she's gonna see it. It's gotta happen. Do you guys not have, like, the internet? I don't know. When this was made, and in Japan, I don't know the situation there, but generally we definitely don't have to buy porn anymore. Why are you wet? You just brought in a lake. What the fuck? God damn. Alright. Where did you... Great. Just jogged a marathon. A little sweaty. This is back with her long hair. before everybody started cutting their hair. Okay, that's very clingy shorts. And stripping down, little jiggle right there in front of him. Doesn't even care. Are you gonna touch her too? I guess you may as well. Just doing karate topless. Oh, you're gonna ask the same question? You see her answer? Makes him want to have her babies? Out of okay, so yeah, that's I guess that works. It's maybe a little too simple, like yeah, but I get it. Very straightforward. And here she is, with a bandage on her face. We know she has a rough home life. Whoa! The panties. Did he see? Ah! Whoa! Oh, and they are black. Didn't she promise to show him whenever he wanted? Wasn't it something like that? Something along those lines. He does. A bee and a phoenix. Sort of. Oh yeah, sometimes. Yep, she's had a pretty rough family situation. Her family dynamics are pretty messed up. Had the step parent, and then the real parent died or whatever, and now she has two step parents, and yeah, that my other second to carry the two, and I put it in that. That's the thing she said. That thing. That's the point. Neither one are related. Neither one, it's not like she's adopted. It's a. I don't know. It is. That's good that you tried. But it seems like they were not willing to do the same, and they didn't really want her. Because he cares. Are you about to get run over? Yeah. A friend who wants to fondle the boobies. And it might be more than that, but for now he's not sure. Love, respect, all these feelings that he can't quite parse. Well, there you go. That's fucked up. And then she tries to kind of justify it. Nah. Nope. That is not an excuse. Not at all. Because she is. Trying to pass it off as if it's normal. Is a piece of shit. Yeah, that's definitely a bad mindset. He's not gonna. Oh, what? Well, I was just thinking about the breasts. He's so excited already. Oh. Calm down. Yeah, he's... nope. He's gonna take it in a totally unexpected direction. That's just the kind of guy he is. If you tell him that, he is going to take advantage of it. First thing that comes to your mind, what do you want? Yeah, it was, and now we're on to this. Cleared up the atmosphere, made it very light. I mean, I guess that's technically true. She did say you can do anything. That does not imply only one thing, necessarily. Oh god, no. Hey, boobs. This is the most difficult decision of his life. Yeah. What is it? Ah! What? Yeah, that's not what I expected. When the tongue came out and when the word lick was uttered, I'm like, okay, you got a couple options of places you can lick. You want to lick or bruise? Okay. So yeah, there's some recap. There's some scenes that we've already seen before. Like that whole scene where she told him that her step family situation and that she was abused and that she was trying to justify it. That all happened in Bake, I believe, in flashback. But it's cool to just see it again. I liked that scene when it initially happened and just learning more about Hanekawa. So for this arc that's centered around her, it's fine to have it as recap, and it's just fun to listen to them. Great stuff with Karin and Tsukihi. Mostly Tsukihi being around. Just really fun banter and conversations. And the discussion of how you know you're in love. There's actually a show airing right now where these two scientists who know nothing about love or human connection are trying to justify their love by proving it scientifically. I only watched a little bit of that show. I thought it was really boring. and not funny, but it exists. But yeah, trying to figure that out. Like, damn, how do I really know if these feelings are actually love for this person? Hey, good point. You lick your finger and okay, didn't have the balls to lick her face. What a nice guy that he did that then. Fuck them. They wouldn't pay enough attention. And eventually she will. Damn. And it's a good face, too, so that's a shame. Hi. Now you know all that about her. Well, there we go. A preview hallucination. A what? 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 What are we talking about? Okay. Good. Glad we talked about that. I think you just can't overcomplicate it too much. You know, it's sometimes hard to tell exactly how you feel and what those feelings mean, but you've just kind of got to go with it. You've got to follow your heart in those cases, I suppose, and just go for it and see what happens. And whether they arrive at the conclusion of him just being sexually frustrated and wanting to fondle the boobs, which you're going to expect of anyone at that age who's into girls, pretty much. Anybody who's into anybody wanting to fondle something. But I don't think you should ignore the feelings entirely. So it'll be interesting seeing this area between Kizu and Bake. I like their relationship development between in Kizu. At the end, maybe it wasn't that, like, he could see her panties whenever he wanted. Did I make that up? There was something like that said, like, when they had their goodbyes before he went off to his final battle or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. But either way, you know what I'm talking about, probably. And then, because I really enjoyed their relationship in Kizu and the kind of tragic element to it, knowing that he later ended up with Senjo Gahara, so seeing even more of the connecting thread. I don't know how much will be kind of stuff that we've already seen, how much of it'll just be a little bit extra detail from her perspective, and how much will be totally new, but whatever it's going to be, I like Hanekawa, and I am curious about it. I mean, if he made we have a whole arc devoted to it, then I'm sure there'll be a justified reason for its existence. Araragi's feelings will start out of just sexual attraction, and of course we've seen that he comes to consider Hanekawa to be this perfect person. He kind of idealizes her, puts her up on a pedestal, considers her so great and so above him that, like, he could never measure up. He could never be with somebody like that. She would never like somebody like him like that. And just the fact that he feels like, you know, he owes her and everything. But now we also see that he's starting to see more of who she actually is. He really didn't like the fact that she was acting the way that she was. He's getting to know her better. I also like what Tsukihei was saying about kind of trying to figure out after the fact why you love somebody. And that can be the case with a lot of things. Like, sometimes you watch a show, and maybe just in the moment you're really loving it. You're not analyzing it beat by beat why you like it. And you think about it after the fact, wow, I really loved my experience with that. Why? And then you stop and you think, oh, well, I loved this character, and I love the way they did this. I love the way they explored that theme. And it can be like that with a person, too. I know that's like that for me a lot of the time. I'm not necessarily consciously thinking all the time, oh, well, I really like this one exact character trait that she has, and I like this character trait, therefore all of this bundled together means I love her. I feel like more of the time it is just the feeling, and then you try to sort of justify it or try to understand it, and you then think about all those things. Well, am I feeling this love for her? Okay, why would that be? Well, I do like that she's like this. I like that she's like that. I know for me personally, I'm not as good at thinking about it as directly and categorically. Like, oh, I often just don't think of people in that way. Like, oh, I like the fact that he is like this. I don't like this. Like, categorizing every character trait and putting it into like the positive and negative categories, I generally just have my feelings about a person. And that's usually enough for me. I don't often try to go into that level of detail. But yeah, I think it's interesting to think about. A lot of ridiculous shit with Araragi, like with the skirt, or him being all like, oh, what should I choose? What should I choose? And it's the most important decision that's ever been made by any human ever. But it does a really good job at lightening the mood and getting rid of the tension, and a lot of that is probably intentional on his part, and it comes out in a really wholesome way with him healing her wound, which is really nice. But it is also funny, just how ridiculous and insane and over the top he is. And really, with Tsukihei offering her breast to him, and him just split fucking second, yep. And then, like, being stuck, catching her by them, being swung around by them, the suction cups, like, that was one of the best visual gags we've probably ever had, and it's just so ridiculous, so very Monogatari, very Araragi. That's really fun. And he's just around them, and Karin just gets naked and does karate, and he really doesn't see them that way. You have so many of those scenes, but they're lighthearted and goofy and ridiculous. Like, you're just gonna have to let me touch your boobs whenever I want, and that's justice right there. And we'll have the toothbrush shit, but really, he doesn't truly look at his sisters that way. I don't think. Not in the way that he will some of the other girls. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this plays out. It's just a short arc, so I don't know what to expect too much, but I'm excited to see a little more of Hanekawa and then get on to whatever's next, which hopefully will move forward in time so we can see how all these different characters will progress. But yeah, we might have kind of more sadness. Kind of felt that in Kizu, like knowing that they don't end up together, because it almost seemed like that was designed to make you want them to end up together, knowing that they don't, which was a really interesting perspective. And so here, knowing how she feels about him, and to have a scene where he's talking about how he might love her, and to even come to the conclusion, like, wait, yeah, maybe I do, but then to dismiss that and say, oh, maybe it's just lust, and then to get to learn more about it here and go through all this and realize how he really feels and what she's really like. And then, of course, we know Sendogahara comes along. It's interesting jumping back and forth in time like this when we have more and more information. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this first episode of Neko and on this arc as a whole, without spoiling anything, and on Hanekawa and everybody's boobs. Boobs were a really big deal in this episode, so, just boob thoughts if you want down below, and we can talk about all that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed and you want to see more. Patreon exists if you want to check that out. That's linked down below. It's really helpful. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.